Ask your questions, I'm the answer. I'm the whispers in your ear. When the lights start flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm aggression, I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. Till it's already too late. It's upon us and it's doomsday. As I flex where the winner set. Cause I start where they finish yet. I was running, I was supposed to make it. I'm the one that gets the closing statements. It's something more, inspiration. But it's nothing cause I'm good to take it. Really hoping that you lose. I'm really hoping that you choose. That I'm teaching like in school. That I'm really about to use. I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. Ask your questions. I'm the answer. I'm the whispers.
Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tale of the tape. First up, the Wild One. And they will have a power advantage here. And he'll be taking on the legend himself, Saul Canelo Álvarez. You can see who has more experience. This is the light heavyweight division where you get the best of both worlds. Heavyweight power, but good footwork and hand speed.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
Up first is the Wild One from the United States of America. They impressed everyone with that big KO victory. So here is Saul Canelo Álvarez from Mexico. They are the SCI, IBF, and WBO champ, coming off a very close win.
It'll be ding-ding from first bell. They're off.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America, presenting the current WBC champion, the Wild One. Fighting out of the blue corner from Mexico, the current SCI, IBF, and WBO champion of the world, Saul Canelo Álvarez.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
This is one of my favorite venues. Get the right fight, you got a night of fun.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. This is with the straight left. Swing and a miss with the right hook. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Multiple world titles are on the line. A chance to really become a legend here and make some real history. Nice lead hook. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with the hook. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. His stamina is off the charts. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action. So we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. Oh, and this is really going to rub them the wrong way. They have no respect for each other's punching power. That right hook's blocked. These two are the perfect
tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Perfect counter shot. This fighter has a killer instinct. Just look at this KO percentage. Over 70% of their fights have ended early. Nice counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. The bell rings and we start the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That hook was off target. Beautiful counter shot. This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Canelo Álvarez just got rocked in a big way. How are they still standing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. A big, heavy blow, and Saul is down. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. There's the bell for round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. This fighter, one of the top 5 in the world, no doubt about it. That counter punch caught him clean. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good counter punching. Fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Throws the jab, it doesn't score. And he scores with the counter. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action. Back into the fray here in round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Incredible work rate. Punch, counter punch. A lot of effort being exerted here. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
His stamina is off the charts. The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counters? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. There's the bell to start round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Nice counter shot. Well Well done with that counter shot. That hook is parried away. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Good counter punch. That counter shot lands. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That hook won't score. Straight right just misses. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. Will get knocked out. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round. And there's the bell for round 7. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
The perfect counter lands. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Himself out, though. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. Wasn't ready for that counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Catch and shoot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action. There's the bell to start round 8. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Starting to take some deep breaths. Did well to block that right hook. Straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Oh my word, Canelo just... What an upset here as Álvarez goes down. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
I've got to see that again.
Not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action. There's the bell to start round 9. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got a whole...
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. How did they survive that?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. A much better game plan here.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here?
Are you all right? Are you okay?
Yes, sir. We fight on here. They better start respecting each other's punching power. He threw a punch and just got countered. They exchanged punches. Canelo Álvarez just got rocked in a big way. Big shot, and Álvarez Jesus is on the canvas. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 9 rounds of boxing, your winner by knockout and the new undisputed champion, the Wild One.